Water is a powerful blood thinner. And what are people told if they have high blood pressure, if they've had a stroke? They're told not only to stop the fat, but they're told to stop salt. Is that right? Well, so let me give you the salt issue. But first of all, best blood thinner is water. Oops, come over here. Water, and that should be 8 glasses a day. 8-ounce glasses. Start early, little by little. Are you going to bed with water next to your bed? Pardon? Great. Who's the winner when you do that? We are. Also cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is quite a powerful blood thinner. It's far more potent than rat poison, warfarin. That's what it is. And if someone is on warfarin, hopefully you're not, because it's a very dangerous drug. One man said to me his nose started bleeding, and every time he brushed his ham, it started bruising. He had bruises all over him.
Did you know that heart attack is a major cause of death worldwide? Around 17.9 million people die each year from cardiovascular diseases, which makes up about 32% of all global deaths. But did you know that food plays a big role in either protecting or damaging your heart? What you eat every day can either help your heart stay strong or push it closer to trouble. So what are the best foods to keep your heart healthy and lower your risk of heart disease? Stay tuned as we go through the top 10 foods that can actually improve your heart health. Before we begin, take a moment to comment below and let us know where you're watching from. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Let's jump into it. Number 1, oats. Oats are a whole grain rich in soluble fiber, especially a type called beta-glucan. This fiber forms a gel in the digestive tract, which slows the absorption of cholesterol into the bloodstream. As a result, regular consumption of oats can lower low-density lipoprotein, LDL cholesterol, the form most closely linked to plaque buildup in arteries. One study found that consuming about 3 grams of beta-glucan daily, equivalent to a bowl of oatmeal, reduced LDL cholesterol by 5 to 10% over 6 weeks. Oats also have a low glycemic index, so they cause only a modest rise in blood sugar, which helps maintain healthy blood vessel function. In addition to fiber, oats contain compounds called avenanthramides, which have mild antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. These compounds may help protect the lining of blood vessels from oxidative damage. For best results, choose plain, minimally processed oats, such as steel-cut or old-fashioned rolled oats, and prepare them with water or low-fat milk. Avoid flavored packets that often include added sugars and sodium. You can top your oats with fresh fruit, a sprinkle of nuts, or a dash of cinnamon to boost flavor and nutrition without negating the heart-healthy benefits of the grain. Number 2, salmon. Salmon stands out for its high content of omega-3 fatty acids, especially eicosapentaenoic acid, EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, DHA. These long-chain fats help reduce inflammation throughout the body and improve the flexibility of arterial walls, making it easier for blood to flow. Omega-3s also lower levels of triglycerides, another blood fat associated with heart risk, by as much as 20 to 50% when consumed regularly. One review of clinical trials reported that eating 2 servings of fatty fish, such as salmon, each week was linked to a 36% lower risk of dying from heart disease. Salmon is also a good source of high-quality protein, which supports healthy blood pressure by aiding in the repair and maintenance of blood vessels. It provides potassium, which works against sodium to help relax blood vessel walls and lower pressure. When preparing salmon, opt for grilling, baking, or steaming rather than frying to avoid added saturated fats. Wild-caught salmon tends to have a higher omega-3 content than farmed, though both varieties offer heart benefits. Enjoy salmon in salads, tacos, or alongside a whole grain side to create a balanced, heart-friendly meal. Number 3, blueberries. Blueberries are small fruits packed with compounds called anthocyanins, which give them their deep blue color. Anthocyanins act as antioxidants, helping to protect cells in blood vessel walls from damage caused by free radicals. Research indicates that people who eat more berries have lower blood pressure and less stiff arteries, 2 key factors in preventing heart disease. In one trial, adults who drank blueberry juice daily for 8 weeks saw measurable drops in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Blueberries also offer soluble fiber, which can help reduce LDL cholesterol. They are low in calories but high in water, making them a satisfying snack that fills you up without spiking blood sugar. To include blueberries in your diet, add a handful to yogurt, oatmeal, or smoothies. You can also toss them into salads or bake them into whole grain muffins. Frozen blueberries retain most of their nutrients, so they are a convenient option when fresh berries are out of season. Aim for at least half a cup of blueberries several times per week to tap into their heart-protecting compounds.
Something else that we breathe in when we breathe through our nose is another gas, and that's nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is only created when we breathe through our nose. It's created in our sinuses. When we breathe through our mouth, no nitric oxide. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this now is that carbon dioxide and nitric oxide are vasodilators. What are vasodilators? Vasodilators are agents that open the blood vessels. Also, cayenne pepper is a vasodilator. And when you open those blood vessels, you get a better delivery of blood all through the body. And that takes pressure off the heart. Do you know what that means? It eases blood pressure. Just breathing through the nose, in and out. You'll get better at it. And when you breathe in and out through the nose, long, slow, deep, it stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system. And your parasympathetic nervous system is your peaceful or your calming nervous system. Just from nose breathing, deep abdominal. We should be able to put our fist in our skirt, in our pants, in our belt, because when the clothes are too tight round the waist, it inhibits abdominal breathing. Also, when your core is strong, all the muscles are connected to your spine, and that causes us to stand upright. And when we stand upright, you can use your abdominal muscles breathing. If you're hunched like this, you can't use your abdominal muscles in the breathing. So once again, we get back to core. So the other thing that I wanted to show you is exercise. So we don't need this word here, do we? Because we're not going to do that. And as I mentioned in the last class, the high-intensity interval training was first looked at to help athletes in training for sports events, and they found that when they trained with the high-intensity interval training, they had an edge. So the high intensity, as I mentioned earlier, is anything that gets the heart rate up and the respiration increased. So that can be running, it can be walking very fast up a steep hill, it can be exercise bike, it can be push-ups or swimming very fast. So anything that gets that heart rate up and respiration.
Number 4, spinach. Spinach is a leafy green rich in nitrates, naturally occurring compounds that the body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide relaxes and widens blood vessels, which lowers blood pressure and improves blood flow. Regular intake of leafy greens such as spinach has been linked to slower progression of arterial stiffness in older adults. Spinach also provides plenty of potassium, more than a medium banana per cup, which further helps to regulate blood pressure by balancing the effects of sodium. In addition, spinach delivers vitamin K, which supports the health of blood vessel walls, and magnesium, a mineral involved in over 300 biochemical reactions, including muscle relaxation. Spinach contains lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that may help protect against the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, a step in plaque formation. For maximum benefit, eat raw spinach in salads or smoothies and lightly cook it by steaming or sautéing with a small amount of healthy oil. Overcooking can reduce nutrient levels. Try adding spinach to omelettes, soups, or grain bowls to increase your daily intake of this nutrient-dense green. Number 5, walnuts. Walnuts are a nut especially high in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that the body can partially convert to EPA and DHA. Studies show that eating walnuts regularly can lower cholesterol and improve the health of the inner lining of blood vessels. One clinical trial found that participants who ate about 1.5 ounces of walnuts per day saw a 10% decrease in LDL cholesterol over 6 weeks. Walnuts also supply polyphenols, plant compounds with antioxidant properties that protect blood vessels from oxidative stress. Their mix of polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats helps reduce overall blood fat levels, including triglycerides. Beyond fats, walnuts offer protein, fiber, and minerals, such as magnesium and phosphorus, which support healthy muscle and nerve function. To include walnuts in your diet, snack on a small handful, sprinkle chopped walnuts on salads or yogurt, or blend them into pesto and sauces. Because they are calorie-dense, stick to about a quarter cup per serving. Choosing raw or dry roasted varieties without added salt or sugar preserves their heart benefits. Number 6, legumes. Legumes such as lentils, chickpeas, black beans, and kidney beans offer a mix of soluble fiber, plant protein, and micronutrients that support heart health. Soluble fiber binds with cholesterol in the digestive tract and helps remove it from the body, which can lower LDL cholesterol by 5 to 10% when eaten regularly. The protein in legumes supplies amino acids needed for repairing blood vessels and helps regulate blood pressure. Legumes are also rich in potassium and magnesium, minerals that work together to relax blood vessel walls and keep blood pressure within a healthy range. They deliver folate, a B vitamin that helps break down homocysteine, an amino acid that at elevated levels can damage arteries. Legumes have a low glycemic index, so they help maintain stable blood sugar levels. Stable blood sugar can reduce inflammation and make it easier to manage lipid levels. In one review, replacing refined grains or red meat with legumes led to improvements, not only in cholesterol but also in markers of inflammation, like C-reactive protein. Legumes contain antioxidants, polyphenols, and flavonoids that protect blood vessels from oxidative stress. To add more legumes to your meals, aim for at least half a cup of cooked beans or lentils several times a week. You can toss them into salads, soups, stews, or grain bowls. If you cook dried legumes, soak them overnight and discard the soak water to reduce gas-forming compounds. Canned varieties work too, just rinse well to cut down on sodium. With their mix of fiber, protein, and minerals, legumes are a low-cost, nutrient-dense choice for anyone looking to protect their heart. Number 7, avocado. Avocados provide a creamy source of monounsaturated fats, mainly oleic acid, that can lower LDL cholesterol and maintain or raise HDL cholesterol. One study showed that swapping part of the saturated fat in a meal for avocado reduced LDL cholesterol by about 13%. Avocados supply potassium, around 700 milligrams in a medium fruit, which helps balance sodium levels and supports relaxed blood vessel walls. They also deliver roughly 10 grams of fiber per fruit, half of which is soluble fiber that helps clear cholesterol from the body. Beyond fats and fibre, avocados offer plant sterols that block cholesterol absorption in the gut and vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects LDL particles from damage. They contain magnesium, which supports muscle and nerve function, including the smooth muscle in blood vessel walls. The combination of fibre and healthy fats can also keep you feeling full, which may help control weight, another factor in heart health. Enjoy avocado by slicing it into salads or sandwiches, blending it into smoothies, or mashing it as a spread. For a simple guacamole, mix mashed avocado with lime juice, chopped tomatoes, and cilantro. Because avocados are calorie-dense, stick to 1/3 to 1/2 of a medium fruit per serving if you're watching calories. Including avocados regularly can help maintain healthy cholesterol levels while delivering a variety of heart-friendly nutrients. Number 8, olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid, which can lower LDL cholesterol and preserve HDL cholesterol. It also contains polyphenols, plant compounds with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory actions. In clinical trials, diets featuring extra virgin olive oil showed reductions of 15 to 20% in markers of inflammation, such as C-reactive protein. Olive oil improves endothelial function, the health of blood vessel linings, helping arteries stay flexible and reducing blood pressure by boosting nitric oxide production. The traditional Mediterranean diet, which relies on olive oil as its main fat source, is linked to a 30% lower risk of heart disease events compared to low-fat diets. Extra virgin varieties also contain vitamin E, which shields cells from oxidative damage. To get the most benefit, use olive oil instead of butter or other saturated fats. Drizzle it over salads, saute vegetables, or use it in marinades. Moderate cooking preserves its beneficial compounds, but avoid deep frying to limit breakdown of polyphenols. Aim for about 2 tablespoons per day. When shopping, choose cold-pressed olive oil with a harvest date on the label and keep it in a cool, dark place. Adding herbs like garlic or rosemary can boost flavor and antioxidant content. Regular use of extra virgin olive oil can improve your diet's fat quality and support healthy cholesterol and blood vessel function. Number 9, garlic. Garlic contains allicin, a sulfur compound formed when garlic is chopped or crushed. Allicin helps lower blood pressure by relaxing blood vessel walls and blocking enzymes that cause vessels to narrow. A meta-analysis of clinical trials found that taking garlic supplements led to an average drop of 8 to 10 mmHg in systolic blood pressure over 2 months. Garlic also reduces total cholesterol and LDL cholesterol by about 10 to 15% when eaten regularly. Its antioxidant properties protect blood vessel cells from oxidative stress and support healthy endothelial function. To maximize allicin, crush or chop garlic and let it stand for 10 minutes before cooking or eating it raw. You can stir minced garlic into salads, sauces, stir-fries or roasted vegetables. If raw garlic is too strong, mix it into dips or spread it on whole grain bread. Garlic supplements standardized to allicin are another option when fresh garlic isn't handy. Look for clear labeling of allicin yield. High doses may cause digestive upset or interact with blood-thinning medications, so check with a healthcare provider if you have concerns. Beyond blood pressure and cholesterol, garlic can reduce platelet aggregation, which helps prevent blood clots. Its anti-inflammatory activity also supports overall vascular health. Simple additions like garlic-infused oil or roasted garlic paste can bring both flavor and function to your meals. Number 10, dark chocolate. Dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa content is packed with flavonols, especially a subgroup called flavonoids. These compounds boost nitric oxide production, which relaxes blood vessels and lowers blood pressure. A review of randomized trials showed that consuming 30 to 50 grams of dark chocolate daily led to a 2 to 3 mmHg drop in systolic blood pressure and improved insulin sensitivity. Dark chocolate also limits oxidation of LDL cholesterol, a key step in plaque buildup. Cocoa provides magnesium and fibre as well, both linked to healthy blood pressure and lipid profiles. In a small study, men who ate dark chocolate for 2 weeks saw rises in HDL cholesterol and reductions in platelet stickiness. To get these benefits, choose minimally processed dark chocolate with little added sugar or milk. Limit portions to 20 to 30 grams, since chocolate is calorie dense. You can enjoy it alone, dip fruit in melted dark chocolate, or stir unsweetened cocoa powder into smoothies or oatmeal for a chocolate flavour without excess sugar. Pairing dark chocolate with nuts or seeds adds protein and healthy fats for a more balanced snack. While not a replacement for other heart-healthy foods, dark chocolate can be a satisfying, functional treat when eaten in moderation. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little heart-healthy inspiration. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.